Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Rural JDM here, and yeah, I've kind of done a restart on what I've been planning to do since I stopped it. I really enjoy making YouTube videos as Eastside Society and as Jevski, but times have changed. We are doing something a bit different. Well, not really. It's kind of going to be the same videos, working on cars. Might even make some sim racing videos, so I do have this setup now. Which is beautiful, and I also I try to do some gaming, but it gets hard with work and stuff. But this is my new car. I've had this for 2 years now, since my 380. I blew it up, messed with the timing, fucked it, and yeah, so stop looking at this. I've got a new one sitting right there, a new one there, ready to go on, but I've got to take these off prior and put on the new one. But yeah, anyways, that's not what we're doing today. Today we this sunroof has not worked in about a year. Stopped working all of a sudden after I gave it a good old whack in here because this light wouldn't turn off while I was driving. It's still being a bitch. And I ordered a new one, all new sunroof motor. So matched the part. Could get one from England for 300 AU dollars, or I could get one from Germany, shipped to a German address for $150. So that's what I did. Sent it to my partner's grandparents that live in Germany, and yeah, they shipped it over for me, which was really nice of them. But in order to get that, we need to take this off, that's already off because it broke, that, and these. So yeah, we'll get onto that now. I am not a fan of taking off roof liners. I know from my previous videos you may not believe that because we did the star liner in the 380, which I do miss very dearly. Even though this car has double the amount of power than that one did, that one was so much fun. Okay, not double the amount of power, but 2 turbos. Okay, so in these cars there's a sunroof ECU and a sunroof motor. I took a punt and said the motor was fucked. Still well and truly could be ECU, so I may have got the wrong part. That's what we'll find out today. That's out too. Still need to take this off, which I completely forgot to mention. Oh. So, up here, that's the plug for the ECU, the big one there, and the pump, or the motor sits there.
Apologies, I didn't actually show this in the video, so I'm going to put some arrows up and have the picture. So those two go together. You should put a bolt in going from the sunroof motor to the roof. Then that's the cog for the actual sunroof. That'll go inside that hole showing on screen. Then after that, you've got those two holes that are next to it. That's for the 2 bolts that'll go from the sunroof motor to connect it to the sunroof as shown on screen. Sorry for not showing in the video. I'm just a bit first time back, a bit slow, you know. Anyways, enjoy.
So I've got to locate my ECU firstly. Don't know where that is, and there's the new, this is the new part. In terms of the ECU, there it is. Now in terms of the screws I'm supposed to use, FYI, when you take a part out, remember what screws you use for that part. Because when you forget, you forget. Okay, as this is going to be a gymnastics competition now, because I have to get up here into there as such, outside where it mounts to. My horn doesn't work when the car's off, so that's good. I think it was here. Now I'm really hoping I can find some bolts in this bag of bolts that I've got here to fit and accommodate these things. Because I have lost basically everything I need for this job, which, as you know, is just lovely news. So this car is very nice. The torque spec on these, they probably have one. However, as I don't know them, it is until I deem it tight. That's tight, that ain't going nowhere. Let's plug this sucker in. New motor, sorry, is in. And your ECU is in. The switch is connected. Now please, for the love of everything that is holy, if I press this button, well, all of that for no reason then. Because the sunroof still isn't opening. So, nothing is working. Which means new sunroof motor in, the ECU is plugged in. You know what? I'm gonna pull the switch out just for good measure, just so I know that it's not the switch. Because I don't want to buy the ECU and it's not the ECU. Just gonna get a better look at this. It looks like all the pins are fine. This is moving in the way that it should be. Could be the switch as a whole. Let's just do one. I'm just trying my best not to fucking spend more money on this thing. Forgive me if I'm just going on, because I really don't want to go through this again. I hate pulling out the roof of this car. Has to be the ECU. Has to be. It's a new motor. The new used motor, still not working. So I did inform you how to change a sunroof motor on a Mitsubishi Legnum. That's the moral of today's video. Now I will teach you how to put it back together, because this is not working tonight, because I need to get a new sunroof motor, sunroof ECU. I reckon this is one of the only cars out there that has a sunroof ECU, to be completely honest with you, because I've never heard of it before. The best thing to do when putting everything back is follow the steps you took to get there. So, the last thing we did was disconnect the sunroof switch. Now also keep in mind, when you're doing this, if you want to do this yourself, if you have your own Mitsubishi Legnum, we're allowed to call it that because we're Mitsubishi Legnum owners. If anyone else says it, they're wrong. If you're doing this yourself, keep in mind it will be easier to work on if you took the whole thing out. That includes taking out all of that. So, got that handle, that light, all those back bits there, all that would have to come out in order for you to take the whole thing down. Now personally, I'm not a fan of doing that, because that involves effort. Thing is, I pulled this apart and it looks okay to me. I've pulled it apart and I couldn't see anything visibly wrong with it, which is what's annoying me. I really hope there's not a sunroof fuse in this thing. Now these are all very easy steps, but I just figured, for the sake of video, I'll show you. A lot of things have happened in between now and when I stopped making these car videos. Changed jobs a few times, bought a house, which is where I am now, and that's why I've got my own garage now. So yeah, I've made some progress in life. I always wanted to do this, make YouTube videos in my garage, work on my car. Only thing is, I envisioned in those videos that the car would be working at the end, not me having to assemble it back together with an unfinished product. But at the end of the day, not everything's going to work out, is it? So that's one thing you got to learn about working on cars. It never works out. Okay. Now we just have to repeat the process to the other side. Pack up the tools, order a sunroof motor. And that is how you order a new sunroof ECU, which is a very particular problem for me with being an owner of this car. Hope my struggles brought you some joy, and I hope you look forward to, I hope to do more videos in future, make some more content, see if we can. Look, I've got a ton of projects planned. I can make videos on a whole lot of them, and I'm really hoping you guys want to see that too. So if you do, leave a like, subscribe if you want to see what else I have in store. Got a couple video ideas. Now, when putting your roof back together, make sure that this lip is on the inside of your A-pillar. It can be quite tricky when you have both, but as I do not have both, it is not a problem for me. Well, that's it guys. You have successfully been able to change your sunroof motor in your Mitsubishi Legnum. I was successful in this venture. However, it was not the problem that I had. So that will be something I need to diagnose in a later video. I'll do a quick tour around, show you what I've got to get done. There are things that I'm not going to show you that need to get done too that will have videos. And then there's long projects that are going to take me some time before I can even think about doing a video on them, but they're in here. So first thing, probably the next few videos, we have a drive shaft and we need to put it on that side of the car, front drive shaft. It's bent, oh not bent, split, the rubber's split. Then we've also got this sub box, perfectly fits in the car. I'm going to take this sub, put it in here, slap it in there, and rewire all the speakers in the car to an amp, because the speakers sound terrible in that car. So that is another thing that we are doing. So that's probably the next 2 videos there. Keep in mind, there's still more stuff as I've bought my own place, and maybe some home renovation stuff going on. Something to do with lawn mowing, tractors, who knows. Living out here brings you a different vibe than living in Melbourne. So keep that in mind when you're watching this channel. As I have changed my name to Rural JDM, I've moved out rural, moved to the middle of nowhere, and I drive a JDM car. That's the reasoning behind changing my name, giving you a fresh start. But yeah, some of the old guys you see in the old videos, they'll still be around. Not as much, as I do live quite far from them now. But we still chat, so hopefully we can have them in a few videos. And yeah, anyways, Rural JDM here. Have a good one, and I will see you in the next video.